All right, Algebra 2, here's another commonly requested one, number 14. Of 120 students surveyed, 75 were male and 23 were taking algebra. Now here, just to understand the vocabulary or the grammar here, it says of the 120, 75 of them were male and 25 of them were taking algebra. So you don't have to think about this one as 23 of the 75. So anyway, it says only 10 of the algebra students were female. What's the probability that a student surveyed was male taking algebra? Well, how many people took algebra? There was 23 people who took algebra. 10 of them were female, which means the other 13 were male. So actually, all you have to do is 13 out of 120. It's good to make a Venn diagram on this one, and you have to be able to make a Venn diagram in order to do well on this test. So I'm going to show you what you could have done with a Venn diagram. It just happens to be this is a particularly simple problem. All right, so we have we have males, and we have taking algebra. And it says that these two should add up to 75 because there are 75 males, and these two should add up to 23 because there's 23 taking algebra. Now it says there were 10 female algebra students, so they would be in the algebra circle. Mark this, they're in the algebra circle, but they are not in this section of the circle. So we'd put the 10 right here. Well, we already figured out that these need to add up to 23, so this must be 13, so that'll add up to 23. And then, since this is 23 and they have to add up to 75, this must be a 62. So you can make a Venn diagram that way. And then we have to figure out what goes outside the Venn diagram. 62 plus 13 plus 10 is 85. And there was 120 students surveyed. So we do 120 minus 85. And that is 35. So there's 35 people outside the Venn diagram. And that's all you'd have to do for the Venn diagram. And then here what you would do is you'd say, here are the males taking algebra, to show you how to solve the problem this way. 13 out of the 120, and you get the same thing. Remember to put your answers as decimals, so you'd have 13 out of 20, which is 0.65.